Good evening, everyone. How you are feeling? How's the August treating you so far? We are 4 days in August, and I just want to hop on and kind of check in with you guys to see how you're doing in your life. And personally, I feel like I discovered something. I'm actually very happy about discovering that, even though the process is a little bit painful. But what I want to say is the things happened years ago finally making sense. A lot of time feel like you are experiencing, you just gain the insight, but you haven't really get to the point of that, oh, I finally understand what's going on. It's a little bit different from aha moment, but very similar from aha moment. It's like, I guess you could say it's aha moment, but why in this period of time, right? I'm not an astrologer. However, I intuitively, because that's what I do, I'm an intuitive healer, so I tap into energetic field. And this time, actually, we are experiencing right now, it's a very, it could be very healing, but it could be very chaotic time. It's that different timelines, spontaneous, simultaneous, happening all at once, which means that 1 second is you are on this timeline, and the other second, the next second, you will be on this timeline, okay? So this is actually the period of time I would say universe is going to present so many different timelines, and it's almost kind of like overwhelming your nerve system that help you to go through this tremendous extreme emotion overload. And in this process, because when you're on the roller coaster, okay, your survive instinct can come in, and however, universe wants you to go through this survive instinct in a more conscious way, because there's some fear and trauma, deep trauma. Otherwise, you would not even noticing that you still have it. Myself, a lot of time when I approach life, I always ask universe, show me more, because I want to get to the bottom. And sometimes I don't know whether I get to the bottom. So I think this is period of time I was like, how can I be so blind and not seeing that's a pattern that I have it, you know? And I actually very happy to discover that's a pattern, that's a trigger. So I can work on, with all the experience or maybe the wisdom I can call that I gained in the last couple of years, or maybe lifetime. But what I'm saying here is just use this time wisely. If something coming up, trust yourself. You already trained for this. It's just like you have to scrape clean and clear, just like, oh my goodness. It's almost like, I don't think this is a good example, but if you're a mother, after you giving birth to the baby, right, they have to make sure that the whole, how to say that, what is that thing that you pull out your womb space after the baby, right, that the whole thing, you have to come out completely, so the space is prepared for creating something new. And I think this is the necessary process. And I know it's not comfortable, but I realize that once you figure out what kind of pattern, what kind of trigger you have, and if you're conscious enough, I think it's not that hard for you to find out the, I don't want to say solution, but find a way to improve, to make changes in your life, to get prepared for the next chapter in your life, which will require a lot of energy and focus and your presence. And you got to be clear. The vessel need to be as clear as you can. And then next chapter come in, you will feel much easier. And then trust me, this is your time. And this is your time. I love you.